Let's figure this out. This is supposed to be a question in here, so I'm ready. Let's answer the question.
Freedom. If you can find another country with a constitution worth dying for, you let me know. If you can tell me who's going to take on this whole worldwide
Okay,
planetary
hit pause.
socialist system
Hit
of
pause.
UN.
Hit pause. Hit pause. First and foremost, that was an if-then statement. And the last time I checked, in the English language, any kind of an if, you have to have a comma and then a then. He just said, if something, 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 you let me know. I think what he means is, then you let me know. But that's not a question. That's an if-then statement. If something, 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 then something, something, something. That's a... He means when. But still, that's an if-then. If this is true, then this is true. So if you can find another country, then let me know. That's not a question. Yeah, continue. I want to get the question.
Who's going to take on this whole worldwide planetary socialist system of UN smart cities, UN 15-minute smart cities, with Israeli Unit 8200 and Telpiot graduates filling American cities right now, and in fact cities worldwide, with that backdoor technology. If you know another country with another military that can take over the planet and actually administer it according to its constitution, with, of course, us, not just the American people, making sure our politicians follow and toe the line.
Okay, hit
If you
pause.
have a better idea,
Oh, that was a question. Do you have a better idea? That was a legitimate question. All of that before that was just, if you can find a better military, then let me know. Well, there is no other. I mean, he's not asking a question. He's using a literary device. Well, I was told there was some question. Well, now, wait a second. I was told if I watched 45 minutes of video, then at the 45-minute mark, there would be a question. Well, there's no question. So that, I think you need to watch. So, do you have a better idea? That's a question. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
our politicians follow and toe the line. If you have a better idea, do you have a better idea? Or are you just going to sit and send links and cheer on your team and think if you just send enough links and carry on and attend a march that somehow this giant international trading and banking cartel will just disappear? You better get the military on side. If you want to run a counter coup to their coup, you better have the military on side. If you somehow magically think, without engaging with the military, policing services, intelligence services, as we have and do routinely, if you think you can win, and Whitney Webb will save you.
Are you there? Have you lost control of the video? Pause it. That was a legitimate question. Oh, I'm lagging. Oh, God. Okay, is it better now? All right, so do you have a better idea, or are you going to just post links and root for your team? That's a two-part question. That's an either-or question. Or do you have a better idea, or are you going to... I don't see why those things are exclusive. Like, you could have a better idea and post links and root for your team. I don't see why you can't do both. It's not a really logical question. It's just he's using literary devices to try and be persuasive. Um, so he is asking, am I going to just post links and root for my team? No, I'm not some fucking normie Republican. I have I asked, that's the answer. No, I who was even I What? I'm not some Fox News watching Republican. Okay, keep going.
Or Alex Jones will save you. If none of these people will tell you to engage politically because they're not supposed to, because they're fake. They're big, fat fakes put in place and cross promoted to make sure you think everything's fine and just sit on your
Yeah.
backside, clap,
Okay,
applause, and send.
hit pause, Benny, hit pause. I regularly talk about how Joseph Biden disappeared years ago and is there's an actor in a latex mask. Like nobody. I told Leonard just the other day. I told Leonard Barack Obama is a fictional character. I told Leonard, I was like, Leonard, the entire federal government is all completely fake. It's all fake. It's all there's nothing but actors, and they're all reading their lines. It's literally fake. Like it's actually. I don't mean like it's not getting the job done. No, I mean it's like actually fake. I mean, I just went. What the fuck does this have to do with me? This has nothing to do with me. This is this is not directed at me. This guy Brendon is not talking to me. And he's not asking a question either. He's using persuasive techniques. He's using persuasive techniques. And so what Czepa wanted me to do is Czepa wanted me to hear his persuasive techniques and be persuaded by them. But be persuaded to do what? Hate Alex Jones? I think Alex Jones is Bill Hicks. Like I think, yeah, I agree. Alex Jones is fake. He's a fictional character being portrayed by an actor named Bill Hicks. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I, what does this have to do with me? Why me? Benny, why is it that absolutely insists on me watching this guy? And another thing, Benny, who the hell gets to go on YouTube? This isn't Rumble. This isn't BitChute. This is YouTube. And he's talking about this kind of stuff on YouTube, and he doesn't get his channel pulled down. I mean, and he's using some very direct language on YouTube, of all places. That's weird. Who put Alex Jones as a shill? God, it's almost midnight. Okay, I mean, um, I didn't, look, Israel is a fucking, this is what I just don't get, is this utter obsession over Israel. This little speck of land. Okay, who put Alex Jones as a shill? I mean, as far as I know, the whole InfoWars thing is a Ted Turner operation. It's like a collaborative effort between Ted Turner and Delta Force. It's like a military operation. As that's how I've always understood it, is that Ted Turner is like working with the military, um, and or the deep state, or however you want to say it, and they when they want to create, um, when they want to do this theatrics that they do, they go to people like Ted Turner sometimes and get them involved. And so Ted Turner runs CNN. And anyways, so as my educated guess about the whole Alex Jones thing is that basically Ted Turner was working with military intelligence, and they went to Bill Hicks and Army intelligence and Ted Turner, who is one of the masterminds behind professional wrestling. Ted Turner helped to create the whole thing that is professional wrestling. So in addition to CNN, Ted Turner also has Turner Broadcasting, which is TBS, which is so Army intelligence and Ted Turner and Bill Hicks and 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 probably Joe Rogan sat down and made up the Alex Jones character, and then let me finish.
Links to
I'm
it.
answering your question. Ted, this is my educated guess about the whole Alex Jones thing. Army intelligence and Ted Turner sat down with a bunch of comedians named Alex Jones and Kevin Booth and Joe Rogan and Mike Judge, and they invented the Alex Jones character, and then used the witness protection program to create a fake identity for this Alex Jones person, so that Alex Jones has like a real driver's license and Alex Jones has like a real birth certificate, just like everyone else in the witness protection program. And 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 so then it was like a little side project, mostly run by a man named Kevin Booth, until just a few years ago, it was invested in and made much larger. So it was kind of like a little nothing little thing, and then it became bigger in the 2000s, and then it became huge just before Trump. And that's what I've always thought about Alex Jones. I'm not one of these people. I don't know what to say, Benny. I've told Czepa this. Let me, don't change the subject. This is important. I've told Czepa this. I've told Czepa this multiple times. I think Alex Jones is Bill Hicks. I think the whole federal government's all fake. I'm not what Czepa thinks I am. Like, he thinks I'm some Alex Jones fanboy who just believes whatever Alex Jones says. When that's simply not true. It's never been true. But it's just like Czepa will not accept that that's the case. Like, he's got it in his head. God, 45 minutes of this guy. I I get the point. I get what he's saying. I don't need to learn all this stuff, Benny. I know. I've seen, okay, the woman in the go scroll through it. Go scroll through it. Scroll, okay, I don't know what that is, but I recognize that interview. I've seen a lot of this. I've seen that. I've seen that. Okay, so I have not seen this. I have not seen this. Scroll ahead. Scroll ahead. Scroll ahead. Um, I've seen that. I've not seen this. Scroll ahead. Scroll ahead. I've seen this. I've seen this. I mean, I've seen all this stuff. Like, I know all about this damn. I all I ever talk about is the central banking system. Like, I don't need to learn this. I already know it. I already know all this stuff. So I don't want to learn it again and start following some dude named Brandon. I've already learned all this stuff. No, I'm not on the same page as Czepa. I'm not on the same page as Czepa because I don't obsess over Israel and Jews. And I find this guy Brandon to be a fucking asshole. Like, I think he's a pushy, mean asshole. And I don't find him entertaining. I don't find him charming. I don't find him to be somebody who I want to sit down and listen to for 2 hours straight. I think he's a fucking jerk. He just comes across like a pushy jerk. I don't, you know, I mean, I haven't watched enough of his stuff to get it, but to get whether I agree or disagree. But yeah, I agree. The government's a bunch of actors. The central banking system is a covert global government, like the official government is totally bullshit. It's all fake. The intelligence apparatus is a global front for all these mafias and cartels. The central banking system is like a covert global government. It's run by the black nobility. The public face of the black nobility is the Rothschilds. Like I that's not Brandon. Okay? That's not like that's coming from this fucking guy. That is I say that kind of stuff all the fucking time. He figured it out. Yeah, okay, sure. He figured it out too. Good for him. What makes him so special? Like, why do I have to follow this guy? I can tell you right now, he didn't figure out, like, well, and I will never obsess over a tiny speck of land in the fucking desert all full of Arabs. The people who rule the world are not in Israel. The people who rule the world are ruling the world from private islands and villas and private estates in the Alps and in South Pacific. They're not in fucking Israel. Well, that's Colorado. That's the Central Command of the United States military. That's not. But this, I don't. I just, I think of it as silly nonsense to obsess over this little speck, this money laundering operation, where the people who never shut up about Israel, they always talk about how much money we give Israel and how that's proof of something, and then how much money Israel gives us with the Israeli lobby and how that's proof of something. So wait a second, guys. You mean we give Israel a whole bunch of money and then Israel gives it right back to us? Like like the United States government gives Israel a whole bunch of money, and then the United States, and then the Israeli government then lobbies American politicians with the money. What money is Israel lobbying the American politicians with? They're lobbying the American politicians with American money. It's just taking American money from the government through Israel into the pockets of American politicians. It's just a money laundering operation. It's just a pump and dump little money laundering operation, just like Ukraine was. To obsess over Israel is retarded. And I'm sorry. I mean, I try to be respectful with other people's point of view, but I think obsessing over this one random ass little tiny piece of this global puzzle is fucking retarded. And so people who do it, if I interact with people on Discord who obsess over Israel, it's like whatever. I like interacting with people, but I'm not going to go and watch a 2 hour long video and then again and again and again and start following somebody who obsesses over Israel. Can I give Czepa your answer? What is my answer? I mean, the answer. What was the question again? Do you have a better idea, or are you going to just um, keep rooting for your team and posting links? Do you think Alex Jones is going to save you? So that's three questions. Do I have a better idea? Yeah, I have lots of great ideas. I have lots of better ideas on how to run the world is better than this. I mean, a retarded chimp could do a better job than a bunch of child raping cannibals. So yeah, I have a better idea. Am I going to keep rooting for my team and posting links? That's a trick question because I'm not rooting for any team, and that doesn't mean. Do I think Alex Jones is going to save me? No, I think Alex Jones is a fictional character. No, I think he's talking about politics. I think he's talking about like Republican Democrat politics. Yeah, I mean, give me a fucking break, dude. This is such a joke. Like, and it's like if this is what Czepa is into, that's cool. I mean, it's not like I have no interest in making Czepa stop following this guy. I have no interest in changing Czepa's worldview so that it's like mine. It's not like I want to change Czepa. My problem with Czepa is if you block somebody and you're in the same server as they are, then from your point of view, it's like they're not in that server. If you block somebody and you're in the same server as them, it's like they're not in that server. And so Czepa really thought he was going to be in my server with my name on it as if I wasn't there and that I was going to just be cool with that. If you're going to block me, you're not going to be posting in the okay, oh God. Okay, Alex Jones. Let's see what has he got to say about Alex Jones.
Full well they could then use that information to blackmail and control government.
It paused. Alex Jones's beard is so gray. I haven't even watched Alex Jones in probably 6 months. Oh my God, he looks so old. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Okay, hit play.
Signed on to it, and they destroy him. He is confronted for about 5 minutes of the 6-minute clip. Then he scurries behind the security line, the 5,000 troops protecting these criminals. This is the essence of victory. This is so incredible. And I am just honored to know Ezra Levant.
Honored.
And his other reporters with the work they're doing. Rebel
He won't say over you.
Oh, okay. Hit pause. This is okay. I know what he's about to talk about, and I'm curious to know what my opinion is versus what Brendon's opinion is. Okay, I'm very curious to know because this is where hit pause. I'm going to make a prediction about what Brendon's about to say, but before I do, I want to say what I think because he's talking about rebel media going to Davos, and I think that the U.S. military already has taken out all these people. Klaus Schwab is an actor in a latex mask. Joseph Biden is an actor in a latex mask. And James O'Keefe is a pretty boy who does nothing. Project Veritas is information laundering conducted by the United States military intelligence. And rebel media is a asset being used by the military, just like Alex Jones is. So it wasn't that rebel media was doing anything at Davos. It was that a big giant theatrical performance was being put on at Davos to pretend that something was happening there when there was literally nothing happening there. It was just all completely, totally, absolutely 100% fake, including rebel media, Klaus Schwab, the whole thing, all of it. Joseph Biden is an actor in a latex mask. It's all fake. That includes Davos in 2023. It didn't 10 years ago or 15 years ago, but it does now. So let's hear what Brendon has to say. Is he going to say it was all fake
as well,
at Davos?
Because this is important stuff. Here is.
Do you ever think it's really funny that that picture of General Jim Jones there with that Heinz Kissinger and Rupert Murdoch are literally best friends for decades, and Heinz Kissinger was literally the mentor for Klaus Schwab. Do you not see any strange linkages? Tucker Carlson, Rupert Murdoch, Heinz Kissinger, Joe Rogan, Alex Jones. Are you seeing, Whitney Webb's on there with them? Whitney Webb's on good old Jimmy Goldsmith's associate via Jemima Khan, who used to be married to Imran Khan, the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Good best friends and a half-sister of Princess Diana, close associates of the Rothschilds. And you see all of these linkages, and they have so much trouble saying Israel, these people.
Hit pause. He's not even commenting on what Alex Jones was talking about. He's just commenting on Alex Jones in general, and he's not even doing that. He's just talking about these same fucking people. Like, I get it, Brendon. The Rothschilds and Henry Kissinger are bad. Okay. Hit play. I mean, is he going to
I'm not
even
going to tell you
in
about a
any way
Telpiot program
comment
or a
on what
Unit
Alex Jones
8200.
just
Sure as hell not
said?
going to mention my name, someone who got it into a court cases back in 2009, 2010, who introduced the whole damn subject, dragged it out of the darkness. You got to see these connections. So something tells me this is just a sacrificial lamb. Something tells me that they're just giving the public what they want. But I promise you this. Remember
Okay,
the
hit
Kennedy
pause, hit
assassination?
pause, hit pause. So he's a dumbass. He's a complete fucking moron. He thinks Davos happened in 2023 and everything in 2023 is the same as it's always been. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. The United States military already did take over the world. That's what this whole Trump thing is the United States military is taking over the world. What he wants to have happen is exactly what's happening. It's just when the United States military does anything, it's go big or go home. It's the United States fucking military we're talking about, Brendan dumbfuck. I know how the United States military operates better than this faggot. And I can tell you right now, when the United States military is not going to just take out these people, I feel like maybe they should. They're already dealt with. The Rothschilds, the Council of 13, Klaus Schwab, Henry Kissinger, they're all dead. George Soros, they're all dead. They've been dead for years. And dumb fuck Brendan here is just as fucking retarded as Alex fucking Jones and Tucker Carlson. That either they don't see that, which I highly doubt, or more likely they're covering it up because they're on some level a part of it. Their job is to they're like assets for this big global thing.
Assassination?
You
Nobody
know,
went to jail. Do you remember 9/11? Do you remember that?
like, what the fuck is he
Christopher
talking about?
Bolin gave us all the names,
Like,
including the Israeli
this,
company.
like, I've had enough. I've had enough. This guy is all over the place. Like, he plays this clip of Alex Jones and then doesn't even talk about it. He just plays a clip of Alex Jones and he's like, well, you got to connect the dots between the Rothschilds and Henry Kissinger and 9/11 and, oh, I sued somebody in 2009. What the fuck is any of that have to do with the clip you just played? Like, this guy's a joke, Vinny. This guy's a fucking joke. You know, if I go on Rumble right now, I can find dozens of guys just like that. You know? But they're on Rumble. They're not on YouTube because when they go on YouTube, they get their channel pulled down. So why is it that Brandon, on the other hand, that's very suspicious to me, Benny, that he gets to go on YouTube and talk about all this stuff and he doesn't get his channel pulled down. That's suspicious, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. This dude's a dime a dozen. This Brendan dude's a dime a dozen. It's a dime a dozen. There's dozens of guys. There's dozens of dudes like that on Rumble and BitChute that I can go right now and listen to them rant and rave, and they're nicer and more charming and more entertaining. I'm done. But I've been. It's like I got to go to sleep. I'm super tired. Yeah, I'm thinking about going live maybe tomorrow. That's another thing. That's another thing. I go live, Benny. I go live. If Czepa wants to know what I think, he can watch my fucking live streams and listen to me talk and know what I think. But no, he's got to watch Brendon, and I've got to watch Brendon, and I've got to hate myself. I would like to think that I was a good friend to Czepa, and he'll remember me in his subconscious mind, and maybe I have affected him somehow. At least he knows I beat him at chess. Now, if he comes back, he comes back. I'll